Okay, welcome back to the GTV 1967 step nose project car. A little bit of a quick update. We've spent the last couple of days stitching in some new panels, fabricating some new panels to go in underneath where the radiators normally corrode. Normally the radiator overflow runs down across into here, and then water collects, doesn't drain out and rots out, and in this case we had a lot of corrosion in this area, so we've had to fabricate a panel behind here, put that in. We fabricated this front panel here, and then we've also gone underneath and fabricated a couple of additional panels, as you can see, to support the back end. Still need to grind off all the welds, tidy that up, prime it, paint it, seal it up. But what we've done here is we've put in some more structure. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that properly. In all along here, and folded it up to come into this area here. This provides some structural support that was corroded into the radiator support member. Then there was also a little bit of rot through the front here, so we've just welded in another piece here. We'll grind that up, tidy it up, and once that goes underneath all the sound deadener and we respray, it'll be good as gold. So that's nice. The next phase for us, as we go in today's work for us, as you can see, we've started, and traditionally these cars do rot out in the front. People jump in, wet feet, either leaking windows or seals, water collects, pools down in these areas, and then sits and starts its magic. So we've cut some panels out, we fabricated, and we'll be stitching those in today, and that'll bring the front floor wells up to speed. A couple of other areas that we've cut out. These were done before, but we opened them up to have a look in under the sills. It was just the outer skin that was rotted, and we cleaned that out and rust killed inside, and then we went back along. This is all on the driver's side, and back into the rear wing, fabricated up another panel, and we'll grind all those welds off. They look pretty ugly at the moment, but we'll grind them flush and then do the body prep, and you'll see later on as the body work comes along with this car, it'll look pretty good. One of the little things that cars of this vintage always need, and you'll just see there we've filled in with some steel, welded in the antenna hole that was punched through, and we've also finished with the filling of the canter that was in here, all the rot on this side, on the passenger side here. You'll see on the inside here where it had actually corroded down and eaten into the steel. So that you won't see once all the trim goes on it and the chrome bits of trim, but we'll tidy that up a little bit further. We've just roughly ground that back and primed it, but that'll get neatened up a little bit more prior to us putting the finishing touches on the car. But pretty much most of the rust on the car is taken care of. Obviously, one area that we do need to work on a little bit further is the front nose section here that suffered some accident damage. We've managed to arrest the rust in it, and we'll come back and do that. We spent a bit of time yesterday working on this this corner here. Very light. The actual structure of the car itself internally sort of finishes here, and this corner here on these step noses is just sheet metal, and as the car flexes there's no real structural support underneath it. So you often see some cracking, or if you've been in an accident or the car's been in an accident, there's often a little bit of damage or splitting there. So this side here, a little bit better, but once again you can start to see a little bit of the rot in there, and we'll get in underneath and we'll fill that with steel, tack weld that in, grind it up, and keep that nice and solid. Because these features here on these cars is what everybody loves, and so you've got to keep them nice and sharp, nice and solid. Also knocked out a little bit of this damage that was here, lifted up a bit of the low spot here, but we'll work that later. Don't want to move it around too much at this stage. But once again, we're quite happy with some of the work that we've done here, getting the car back up to speed, making it solid, and getting it ready to be a really nice little example back on the road. Very excited about this little car. Stay tuned, we'll see how the floors come out.